Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Major League Baseball world is in absolute shock tonight as the news drops that the Los Angeles Dodgers have been hit with one of the most severe punishments in recent history, with 7 wins stripped from the team due to violations that insiders are already whispering about across the league. Fans are scrambling through social media, trying to make sense of what this means not only for the Dodgers' standings, but for the credibility of the league itself. Rumors are flying about the exact nature of the infractions, ranging from allegedly tampered equipment to questions surrounding player eligibility and possible administrative oversights that somehow slipped through the cracks of MLB's notoriously meticulous oversight. Analysts are speculating that this move could completely shift the playoff picture, with other teams suddenly finding themselves in contention because of what some are calling an unprecedented enforcement of the rules. Social media is buzzing with reactions, memes, and heated debates, while commentators on various sports networks are lining up their hot takes. Everyone wants to know if this decision will stand on appeal and what internal consequences the team's front office might face. The Dodgers, a team that has consistently been in the spotlight for high-profile games and dramatic victories, now finds itself at the center of a storm that could reshape public perception for years to come. The fallout from this MLB decision is expected to ripple across the entire sports world, with rival teams reportedly seeing opportunities they never had before. The 7 games being nullified are said to include some of the most critical victories in the Dodgers' recent schedule, and fans are understandably outraged, demanding clarity and transparency. Behind the scenes, league officials are rumored to have conducted months of investigation, combing through records, reviewing game footage, and interviewing key personnel before reaching this unprecedented verdict. The speculation is that the infractions could involve a combination of rule bending and unintentional errors, though the exact details remain shrouded in secrecy, fueling an atmosphere of suspense and intrigue. Sports journalists and insiders are already drawing connections to historical precedents, debating whether this punishment is proportional or an overreach. Conversations online are exploding with theories ranging from deliberate cheating to administrative mismanagement, and the speculation only grows wilder as insiders hint at internal memos and confidential communications that might never see the light of day. Fans are feeling a sense of betrayal, but also an odd excitement, as the scandal injects a new layer of drama into a season that many thought was predictable. The Dodgers now must navigate both legal and public relations challenges, all while trying to maintain competitive focus amid a storm that shows no signs of calming down anytime soon. Sources close to the Dodgers organization are reportedly speaking under strict confidentiality agreements, suggesting that internal meetings have been tense, with staff scrambling to understand both the scope and the implications of the penalties. Rumors hint at potential resignations or shifts within the coaching staff, though nothing has been officially confirmed. The league's decision appears to be final for now, leaving players and management alike to process what many are calling the most disruptive ruling in recent baseball history. The immediate question among fans and analysts is how this will affect the postseason, with playoff seeding suddenly thrown into chaos. Some insiders suggest that teams previously considered out of contention are now looking at unexpected paths to the playoffs, reshaping strategies across the league. Conversations in locker rooms, press conferences, and social media threads alike are charged with emotion, ranging from disbelief to outrage and curiosity about the precedent this will set for future league enforcement. The Dodgers' public relations team is reportedly preparing a detailed statement to address both fan concerns and media scrutiny, while legal advisors are evaluating whether an appeal could overturn or mitigate the punishment. The drama has reignited debates about fairness, accountability, and the integrity of the sport, with everyone eagerly awaiting further revelations that could either clarify or deepen the mystery surrounding the situation. Insiders suggest that this penalty could have long-term implications not only for the Dodgers, but for MLB as a whole, with teams reconsidering compliance practices and internal oversight measures. League executives are reportedly meeting behind closed doors to discuss potential reforms to prevent similar situations, though speculation abounds that the Dodgers case is unique in its severity and context. Fans and commentators are dissecting every angle, questioning whether this punishment was influenced by political dynamics within the league, the weight of public opinion, or simply the desire to set an example. The 7 wins lost are more than just numbers on a standings chart. They represent a dramatic reshaping of competitive momentum and a symbolic gesture signaling zero tolerance for infractions, perceived or real. Analysts are poring over the schedule, highlighting the specific games affected and predicting how rival teams will capitalize on this sudden shift. Every detail of the Dodgers' recent performances is now under scrutiny, from pitch selection to managerial decisions, with whispers suggesting that internal audits could continue for months. Fans are experiencing a roller coaster of emotions, moving between anger, disbelief, and a strange sense of excitement at the unfolding drama, eager to see how the story develops in real time. The narrative is not just about wins and losses, but about accountability, leadership, and the high stakes of professional sports, turning the Dodgers situation into a saga that will dominate discussions for weeks. Rumors about potential player responses are already emerging, with some sources suggesting that the team might consider strategic moves in upcoming games to counteract the point deductions. Conversations on fan forums speculate whether certain players might seek transfers or even publicly voice dissatisfaction, creating further turbulence within the Dodgers organization. Analysts are also debating the psychological impact on the players, emphasizing the challenge of maintaining focus under such unprecedented scrutiny. The media frenzy is only intensifying, with headlines sensationalizing every possible angle, from alleged internal conflicts to potential league-wide ramifications. Some sport commentators are warning that the Dodgers' image could suffer lasting damage if public perception equates the punishment with deliberate wrongdoing, while others argue that the team has a chance to redeem itself through future performance and transparency. Social media is overflowing with fan theories, heated debates, and viral posts, reflecting the high level of public engagement and emotional investment in the scandal. Each revelation, real or speculative, seems to generate more questions than answers, ensuring that the story remains dynamic, captivating, and unpredictable, feeding the rumor mill and keeping the Dodgers in the headlines like never before. Experts are analyzing how this unprecedented ruling might affect MLB's governance structure, questioning whether oversight mechanisms are sufficient and whether the league can maintain fairness across teams under increasing pressure. Speculation is rampant that the Dodgers' punishment might set a new benchmark for handling rule violations, potentially influencing policy, enforcement, and public relations practices in the future. The ripple effect is palpable. Rival teams, media outlets, and even sponsors are recalculating strategies, expectations, and communications in light of the announcement. Analysts suggest that this ruling could alter contract negotiations, player morale, and the competitive landscape, making the Dodgers' punishment a defining moment of the season. Sports historians are comparing this scenario to past controversies, debating whether the severity is justified or an overreaction, adding historical context to an already volatile situation. Meanwhile, fans continue to speculate, meme, and comment, further feeding the whirlwind of rumors, debates, and conjecture that now dominates every conversation around Major League Baseball. The drama surrounding the Dodgers has transformed from a simple standings adjustment into a cultural phenomenon, merging sports, scandal, and speculation into a narrative that captures attention far beyond the diamond, turning an ordinary season into an extraordinary spectacle of suspense, debate, and anticipation. As the dust begins to settle, whispers about the Dodgers' internal deliberations are intensifying, with sources claiming that front office executives are holding emergency strategy meetings to figure out how to respond to MLB's unprecedented decision. The atmosphere inside the team's facilities is reportedly tense, as coaches and staff struggle to maintain focus and morale while the outside world speculates on every possible angle. Rumors suggest that discussions are ongoing about whether to appeal the ruling, and if so, what evidence could be presented to mitigate the penalties or possibly restore some of the lost wins. Analysts are highlighting the unique legal and procedural challenges involved, noting that MLB rarely reverses such decisions once finalized. Yet insiders hint that the Dodgers might pursue creative strategies to challenge the league's stance. Fans are split between outrage and support, some believing the punishment was deserved while others insist that the team is being unfairly targeted. Social media is ablaze with memes, heated debates, and dramatic interpretations of potential outcomes, reflecting a level of public engagement rarely seen in mid-season controversies. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly savoring the unexpected shift in standings, with front offices quietly adjusting playoff strategies, scouting reports, and even motivational talks to capitalize on what many see as a historic opportunity to challenge the Dodgers' dominance. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The reaction among players is reportedly mixed, with insiders suggesting that some are frustrated and demoralized while others are using the scandal as motivation to prove themselves on the field. Locker room conversations are said to revolve around trust, accountability, and the pressure to perform despite the cloud hanging over the organization. Rumors indicate that veteran players are stepping up to provide guidance and leadership, attempting to unify the team amid uncertainty and external scrutiny. Analysts speculate that this internal dynamic could significantly affect the Dodgers' upcoming performances as mental resilience becomes as critical as technical skill in navigating the fallout. Sports psychologists are being consulted by some teams on how to handle the pressure of similar controversies, and speculation grows that the Dodgers may adopt new protocols to manage stress, media attention, and fan expectations. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly taking note of the potential psychological advantage, planning to exploit any signs of hesitation or distraction in upcoming matchups. Fans, eager for drama, are dissecting every interview, social media post, and subtle gesture from players, attempting to read between the lines and predict who might emerge as a hero or scapegoat. The narrative is evolving rapidly, as each rumor, leak, or speculation contributes to the intense, high-stakes drama that now defines the Dodgers' season in ways no one could have anticipated. Speculation about the long-term consequences for the Dodgers' reputation is rampant, with some insiders claiming that sponsors, investors, and stakeholders are closely monitoring the situation to assess potential risks. The 7-game penalty, described by some analysts as staggering and unprecedented, is not just a numerical adjustment, but a symbolic signal of accountability, fairness, and the league's willingness to enforce its rules. Rumors suggest that the Dodgers' marketing and public relations teams are under intense pressure to craft a narrative that preserves fan loyalty while addressing widespread concerns about the legitimacy of their achievements. Conversations on fan forums and sports podcasts are dissecting the implications, debating whether the punishment could affect ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and overall engagement. Meanwhile, other teams are reportedly adjusting their recruitment, trade, and tactical plans, sensing that the competitive landscape has shifted in ways that were unimaginable just days ago. Historical comparisons are being made, with commentators reflecting on past controversies in professional sports and assessing how the Dodgers' case may influence future governance and enforcement. Fans continue to speculate, fueled by leaked rumors, insider tips, and social media chatter, creating a whirlwind of conjecture, uncertainty, and excitement that ensures the Dodgers' story dominates headlines far beyond their home stadium, reshaping public perception and league dynamics simultaneously. Some rumors suggest that MLB's investigation could be the beginning of a wider crackdown, with league officials signaling that no team, regardless of stature, is above scrutiny. Analysts speculate that the Dodgers' punishment may serve as a precedent, influencing how similar cases are handled in the future, and insiders whisper about the potential for ongoing investigations into other teams. Fans are eagerly parsing each official statement for hidden meaning, while media outlets dissect past games, player conduct, and managerial decisions to uncover patterns that might justify the penalty. Sports insiders are highlighting the unprecedented nature of this decision, pointing out that while fines and suspensions are common, stripping 7 wins is extraordinarily rare and carries symbolic weight beyond the immediate standings. Behind the scenes, league executives are reportedly evaluating internal protocols, risk management strategies, and enforcement mechanisms, contemplating how to maintain credibility while navigating the inevitable backlash from fans, media, and teams alike. Rival teams are reportedly celebrating quietly, yet remain vigilant, aware that the shifting dynamics may be temporary and that the Dodgers' resilience could still reassert itself. Public debates about fairness, transparency, and consistency dominate discussion boards, and the Dodgers' predicament is analyzed not only in sports circles, but also in the broader context of organizational accountability, ethics, and competitive integrity. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.